Hi, and welcome back to the Fulminata Robotics YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you the structure of a first OpMode. First, you're going to have to make a class. So a class is basically just, for every different class, is a different program that you're going to write for your robot. So, right-click on this file that says org.firstinspires.ftc.teamcode, hover over New, then click Java Class, and name your class. Okay, above these words, public class, my first OpMode, type @teleop, and make sure you hit enter so it imports this import statement right here. This tells the program that it is a teleop OpMode rather than an autonomous. Right here, type extends linear OpMode. So what this does is it tells the OpMode that it's one of two different types of OpModes. In this case, it's telling it the program that it's a linear OpMode. The other one is an iterative OpMode. And the difference between the two is that a linear OpMode actually goes through the code and line by line goes through the code, but an iterative OpMode has a loop built into it. Now, not saying that you can't put a loop inside a linear OpMode. Our team has also decided just to go ahead and stick with linear OpModes because we've decided that just iterative OpModes just are too confusing to handle. Make sure you hit enter. So it will, once again, import that import statement. Okay, right here, type @override, then type public void run OpMode, open, close, throws interrupted exception. Now I know that's a lot, but I can explain. Public is one of three modifiers, public, private, and protected, that tell how they can be accessed within this project. Public means that it can be accessed from anywhere, even between packages. Private means that it can be only accessed in this class. And then protected, which it defaults to, means that it can be accessed only within its own package. Now, void says that anything that's between these two curly brackets that I'm about to put here, it will not return any value. Run OpMode is basically just something that first uses in their code that will actually tell the code that anything between these curly brackets will be run. And then throws interrupted exception tells the program that it can be stopped anytime during the code. Open curly bracket, enter. So we'll type in the closed curly bracket. Now, everything inside these two curly brackets right here is where you will put your code. There's two sections to your code. The first section is the initialization, and then the second section is the actual code where it tells the robot what to do. So, in these curly brackets, put telemetry.add data status, in quotes, status, colon, comma, and then in quotes again, initialized. And then end with a semicolon. You always end with a semicolon. Next, add telemetry.update, then a semicolon. Next, put wait for start, and then while OpMode is active, open curly bracket, and then enter for the closed curly bracket. So everything before the part right here that says status initialized is your initialization phase. So this is where you tell motors that they're going to be used, or servos or sensors. This is telemetry. This shows up on the phone as words on the bottom. So this part is not completely necessary. It just helps as a visual feedback kind of thing. So you could tell your drivers, hey, don't press the play button until you see on the bottom status initialized. Otherwise, if they did, then your robot could still be initializing while they started running the code. So if you run this code, then you would see when you press the initialization button, status initialized. This line of code, as the name suggests, waits until the user presses start. And then this while loop that only stops when the user presses stop is where you will put all of the code that tells the robot what to do. So for the purposes of this video, let's just put telemetry.addData status running semicolon, and then telemetry.update semicolon. So this code will execute until you press the stop button. So let's connect the phone with a USB cable. When it shows up, click the play button, and it will download the code onto the phone. So now, if we go into our app and click on teleop, we will see our OpMode. Click on the OpMode, then click the button that says init. Now you will see it says status initialized. If you click the play button, you will see it says status running. If you click the stop button, then it does not show our telemetry anymore. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe.